All right, welcome to today's drum tutorial. My name is Ashton, and we are taking a look at the song Remembrance by Hillsong Worship. The verses are in 3/4 timing, and the chorus and bridge are in 4/4 timing. So we're going to explain that and just talk a little bit about how to navigate that on the drums, how to think about that. Today I am using mallets for about half the song and maybe a little bit more, about 2/3 of the song, and then drumsticks for the last half to third of the song. So at the beginning of the song, we're actually going to be skipping the verse 1 and verse 2 essentially, and we're jumping in on the chorus. And they're saying, so I'm going to be playing 16th notes. They're saying hallelujah, and that's the chorus. So hallelujah, for I live my life in remembrance, and for and a 1 and hallelujah, 3 and a 4. Da, 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 da. So we're playing 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2. You can do that one of two ways. I was playing it there where I was playing it about twice as fast as they do in the recording. Or not twice as fast, but twice as much. They actually play quite a bit of space between when they hit that. So it's 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3. That's what they do on the album. And so we can actually make that twice as much or do it like the album, really whatever you want to do. You'll also notice that they're playing 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2. They're kind of rotating that back and forth. It's not the exact same thing each time. So just listen for that in the recording. You can play it exactly like they're doing in the recording, or you can alternate it. Or, you know, I'm just trying to make you aware a little bit of what's going on in the recording. And again, I'm more concerned that you have the essential pieces and components and the rudiments to play the song, and then you can take that and apply how you want to make the song sound great with your worship team, as long as you have the big picture for what's going on in the song. So that's the first chorus, and then after that we're going back to 3/4 timing, and so we're rotating. We're going from the floor tom into the other toms, and it's going to be 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3, a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3, 1E and a 2E and a 3. And that's kind of the pattern you're playing there on that next verse, verse 3 after the chorus. And then you're going back into the chorus after that. I should say, though, real quick, that after the verses, you do have a measure of 4/4. And so it's really, really important as you're playing that 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a... So you're drawing out those two extra lines of 4 going into the chorus. And as the song goes on, that actually, you know, gets less from going from 2 measures of 4 to 1 measure of 4. And so just be thinking about that, how you're going to draw that out, go into very smoothly into the chorus. And so we're going into that chorus second time around, and we're doing a snare roll now with, I'm going to be using the mallets for that. So hallelujah, I live my life in remembrance. Hallelujah, don't forget. And now we're going to go into a little bit more dramatic military type of roll after that. But let's stop and examine what we're doing there on that. So I'm using 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E. I'm doing a little buzz roll after that too. So I'm starting with the right hand, and literally every stroke is being played by one hand or the other. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So once again, counting that 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E moving into the second chorus, which starts, "If ever I should lose my way." So it's... And I'm really drawing out that 2 hits on the right hand for the second chorus. So... And so at the end of that, we're just going to crash out on the hallelujah, I live in remembrance. So at that point, we're switching over to our drumsticks and try to do it as gracefully and quickly as you can. You'll have a little measure of rest there or so. Actually, I haven't counted. I think it's a few measures that you have of rest. But we're moving into the snare rolls at this point in the song on the interlude. So what that's going to look like at this point is... And so we're moving into the bridge at this point. You've been so, so good to me. And so we're going to continue that pattern. Again, this is very similar to what we were doing before on 16th notes. This is in 4/4 timing. So right, left, right, left. So you've been so, so good to me. You've been so, so good to me. Oh, to think where I would be if not for you, if not for you. So that's the basic pattern there. Toward the end of that, they're actually bringing in some floor tom hits. So it's going to sound like this. You've been so, so good to me. You've been so, so good to me. Oh, to think where I would be if not for you, if not for you. Now we're moving into the second bridge. Oh, to think where I would be if not for you, if not for you. And you're going to build out of that second bridge, it's still the same bridge with the second time through it, into the third time through that bridge. And so I'm starting to use that floor tom more, as shown. And then we're going to be adding our kick drum on 8th notes toward the end of that. And then you can add a fill of your choice. I really like the Hillsong fill, so something similar to that sounds good. And then we're moving into the third time through that bridge. So I'll just kind of play the last bit of bridge 2 into bridge 3 so you can get an idea of that. Oh, to think where I would be if not for you, if not. And so at that point, you're crashing out, and it's going to be quiet the rest of the song. You actually get a break for the last verse and the rest of the song. So what I'm playing on that last beat there is 4/4 timing, 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a... So that beat's a little bit more syncopated than some of the others. You're playing that 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4. So this bass drum is really coordinated with this as well, and then you're just playing eighth notes on the ride or the open hi-hat, and you're playing through that. So just a few ideas for this song. Some different things that you can do. Again, just remember the big picture, the basic idea of the song, using 16th note single stroke rolls for the military beats. You're using mallets at the beginning and kind of fading in. You're using toms in that verse 3. Then you're moving to that mallet snare roll in the next chorus, and then you're gradually building those bridges as we talked about. You're switching over to your sticks for that interlude, and then into the 3 different builds on the bridges, and just kind of think in those categories. And then if you don't play it exactly like the recording, which is very hard to do, you'll be just fine because you're thinking in terms of dynamics in the song rather than exactly what to play. So thanks for joining today. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pursue God Worship. We'll see you again next time.